What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from Anime Up. We're back at it again to discuss the latest crazy chapter of Dragon Ball Super. We got Ultra Ego Vegeta, we got Bardock, Goku's dad, which I did not see coming at all, so make sure to stay tuned for this crazy, mind-blowing chapter. If you do enjoy these Dragon Ball Super reviews and want to keep them coming, channel the Super Saiyan Within and smash that like button with no mercy. Remember that smashing is Goku energy and passing is Yamcha energy, so choose wisely. If you haven't, make this the video you subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications or you will miss future Dragon Ball Super videos and updates. And now, without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. So this chapter is called The Fate of the Saiyans, and I gotta say, I've been loving the Saiyan focus as of late in the manga. Dragon Ball Super hasn't hyped me up this much with Vegeta's new form and everything else in a really long time. We continue with Vegeta and Granola fighting. Vegeta is definitely on the defensive as the evolved Granola keeps attacking. He keeps going until Vegeta reverts back to his normal form and Granola keeps teasing him, which you know Vegeta hates. He says, "No more super ego," or whatever you call it, as he uses Vegeta's head as a footstool. And again, Granola plays the space race card, saying that it looks like fate has clearly decided that the Saiyans are doomed. But Vegeta ain't given up yet and grabs Granola's foot to the latter's annoyance and says, "I'm master of my own fate," a pretty epic line. And I know that Vegeta is usually cool, but still this line specifically stands out as a banger. Vegeta isn't the first to say this. The quote is attributed to William Ernest Henley, a British poet and writer, but it's definitely perfect for Vegeta, whose ego would not accept anything less. Granola though is losing his patience and keeps wailing on a seemingly powerless Vegeta until Goku catches Granola off guard and sends him flying with a punch. I love seeing Goku come help out Vegeta like this. If Vegeta can't handle it on his own, that is, and vice versa. If Vegeta's helping Goku, that's cool too. But Vegeta pulls a classic Vegeta move and instead of letting Goku take over, actually attacks Goku, catching his own friend off guard. Goku's caught off guard, but most of us fans are not, cause we've come to accept this kind of stuff from Vegeta. Granola's reaction though is great as he watches Vegeta send Goku flying. And one hit isn't enough either. Vegeta says, "You take over, not if I have a say," as he punches him again. He even adds that there's no one he'd rather beat to hell and back than Kakarot. Their rivalry has always been there, but Goku mistakenly believes this is an old attitude and it's not the time for it. Vegeta though sets him straight and explains why this has been his arc so far, rather than Goku's. He explains that he's only agreed to fight side by side when they had something to protect, but his life doesn't count. He'd rather lose his life than team up with Goku, and that's the really cool thing about this arc. It's not a situation where Bulma and Trunks are in trouble or even the Earth. Vegeta can truly go full berserk fighter, and it's led to some great moments already. We can appreciate the sentiment, but Vegeta actually leaves himself wide open to be killed, and Goku has to release a shockwave that barely saves him from a mortal wound in time. Like Goku, I agree that there's absolutely no need for Vegeta to die here if he can just take a break while Goku has another go. Finally, Goku reveals some good news. Now he has a read on Granola's whole targeting vitals thing and can avoid taking lethal damage in time. Granola thinks this is a joke and hits Goku to the point he drops and reverts to his normal form. Granola, feeling pretty good about himself, begins to walk away, thinking Goku is helpless to fight after that, but Goku quickly resumes blue form and sends an attack that catches Granola off guard. Granola tests out if it was a fluke, but Goku keeps shifting his vitals out of harm's way and can actually land hits on Granola that send him flying back. Granola still feels confident for his part though, since with this strategy Goku is mainly on the defensive and he can't see Goku being able to launch attacks that can take him out. And Goku himself admits that this could be a problem, with a smile on his face. Absolutely love how Goku meets challenges like this with a smile on his face rather than with frustration. Vegeta then comes to and witnesses some exchanging of blows between Goku and Granola, but it seems to be of no use. Granola lands a hit and afterwards Goku reverts to his base form once again. Surprisingly early in his turn, Goku acknowledges that his body won't last much longer, and shockingly Vegeta confidently asserts that he's tagging in and he actually looks up to it, based on his expression that is. Vegeta blames his Saiyan pride for his stubbornness and desire to win alone, and mentions that since Granola just learned to unleash this side of his power, he won't last long. And Granola actually does look really tired, even more so than Vegeta at the moment. Vegeta is banking on Granola hitting his limit and he'll take advantage of it when it happens and go for the win. Goku agrees and just tells Vegeta not to die. For us Vegeta fans who want to see Vegeta get the W here, there's definitely been plenty of Vegeta greatness already, and great to see him coming in once more and getting another chance to win this. This has definitely been his battle more than Goku so far, and I honestly would love it to stay that way, but we'll see what happens. Vegeta then starts playing with Granola mentally, stating that his drive for revenge has rotted his brain. He thinks he's only alive for revenge and that there's nothing more to live for. One of the reasons Vegeta can read Granola so well is because he was also in the same boat in the past. Whether he wanted revenge against Frieza or Goku, he can probably imagine exactly what Granola is thinking. Vegeta even eggs Granola on, asking him to hit him with everything he can muster, and then once more, he transforms to Ultra Ego Vegeta. I'm as surprised as Granola that Vegeta can keep this up, but I'm definitely not complaining. Granola says Vegeta's hit his limit, but Vegeta reiterates that this power is unbounded and has no limits. Vegeta is now definitely the one on the offensive, and as he hits Granola close to the city, Granola begs to take the battle elsewhere, showing that he clearly isn't that single-mindedly focused on revenge as he thought, since he's still trying to protect the city and the civilians. You gotta love how Vegeta even resorts to chomping down on Granola's arm that he was using to try and punch him. Not exactly refined martial arts technique, but fun to see Vegeta go so animalistic. Vegeta reveals that he's been strategic and brought him to the city so that Granola couldn't use his rapid fire attacks. However, in such close range, he's sure the city will be fine, and he unleashes point blank attacks at Vegeta. Despite what he thought, the attacks did reach some buildings as they begin to crack. Vegeta is in base form again, and even Granola has reverted to a previous form as his second eye is back to normal and he's panting like he's about to drop any second. As he lays down to rest for a second, the window behind him cracks, revealing some traumatized citizens. Granola is beginning to realize that he's in a way become like the Saiyans that destroyed his own city. Despite the motive, his battle is leading to a repetition of history, and this time he's not the victim. We see a really cute kid Granola running to his pretty mother in a flashback. As they embrace, suddenly something frightens them, and it's implied that she died thanks to destruction caused by the Saiyans. Now, just as he was cowering in fear with his mom, he sees these new Sugarians doing the same, and this time he's brought on their fear. Vegeta, bless him, gets up again. This dude has been extraordinary this arc, he really has, and he's sounding pretty rational here. He says that the grudges against the Saiyans are well deserved, and he won't object to Granola destroying him, but wouldn't Granola eradicating the Saiyans just be repeating history? So Vegeta has pretty much said what we've been observing. History is clearly repeating itself with all the destruction and innocent people suffering again thanks to Granola's fight against the Saiyans. Granola tries to hold on though to his revenge and screams that their planet was always peaceful, and then the Saiyans took everything from him, so he can't move past that ever. He unleashes more damage on Vegeta. Now Vegeta must be in really bad shape. And to make matters worse, Granola is ready to burn away the rest of his life force here, aka he'll shave his remaining life and put it into a super powerful attack. For us, it's so obvious how stupid this is. Frieza is the only one who may deserve this attack, and yet Granola is going to use it on Frieza's enemies before he ever even gets a chance to get revenge on Frieza. But it serves to show us how blinding a thirst for revenge can be, especially when it's this blind and poorly calculated. For instance, in the Catamonte Cristo, the revenge is much more satisfying and well planned. Here, Granola's is poorly planned and more hysterical than anything else. His attack looks huge and powerful though, definitely enough to finish Vegeta off. Again, he says his revenge on Frieza will have to wait for the afterlife, which shows how ridiculous his whole mission is. As he prepares to meet his death, Vegeta isn't afraid or angry. He handles it like a boss, smiling and even apologizing to Lord Beerus that he wasn't able to cut it. He's willing to accept this as the fate of the Saiyans, if it must be like this. And although this seems to be a contradiction to his "I am the master of my fate" line, it's not really, in the sense that Vegeta is choosing how to act in the face of death and to meet it head on, rather than kicking and screaming and resisting it. No one has 100% control over external events or what happens to them, but they do have control over how they react to what happens, and you can see that in practice here with Vegeta, and he's definitely acting like a boss. Goku realizes realizes that they are both willing to die and wants to stop them, and then Granola's Namekian friend appears. He's shocked to see Goku, and that will be explained pretty soon. The Namekian sees the insanely powered up attack, and finally he tells Granola to knock it off. Granola is shocked to see his friend, and for a second it knocks him out of his revenge-obsessed mind state long enough for Goku to tackle him. Thus again, Goku saves his bro Vegeta, and you gotta love Vegeta's reaction. Goku just saved his life, and all he gets is a smirk and a from Vegeta. In the meantime, Granola is mad at Monaito for interfering, and you can see that Granola is tormented. The search for revenge as a life's purpose is clearly not a happy way to exist. In utter anguish, he screams out that he just wants it to end, he needs it to be over. Finally, Monaito drops the most shocking thing of the chapter. He explains that Granola can't generalize with Saiyans because even then, there was one Saiyan who didn't earn his vengeance. 40 years ago, the one who saved them was Bardock, who we all know as Goku's dad. And then a shocked Granola repeats that a Saiyan was actually their savior, showing just how idiotic and oversimplified Granola's revenge against all Saiyans was. But I think for all of us, we're just so excited to see Bardock being brought back into the story. Bardock is some of my favorite Dragon Ball material, and I did not expect them to be brought into this arc, but we may well get some Bardock flashback now, and I cannot be happier about that. First, Vegeta's amazing new form, and now Bardock. This arc of Dragon Ball Super is amazing in my view, and I'm enjoying it much more than the Moro arc personally. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this chapter and what you are most looking forward to happening next. For me, it's definitely Bardock, and let me know who your MVP was this chapter. If you're asking me, it had to be Vegeta for just constantly getting up time after time, and for the way he was ready to stoically accept his own end. Vegeta has been glorious this arc, no doubt. Anyways, if you do enjoy seeing these Dragon Ball Super reviews and want to keep them coming, you know what to do. Channel the Super Saiyan within and smash that like button with no mercy. Remember that smashing is Goku energy and passing is Yamcha energy, so choose wisely. If you haven't, make this the video you subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications, or you will miss future Dragon Ball Super videos and updates. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.